Have you ever wondered why the world is so divided when it comes to two of the most fascinating bat and ball sports, cricket and baseball? At first glance, they seem so similar. You have a batter, a pitcher or bowler, a bunch of fielders, and a ball flying across the ground. But once you start to dive a little deeper, you quickly realize that these two sports are worlds apart. We're talking different rules, different strategies, and completely different cultures. Today, on Share Knowledge TV, we're going to explore every single major difference between cricket and baseball. By the end of this video, you'll understand the rules, the gameplay, the equipment, the scoring, and exactly why billions of people follow these sports with such incredible passion. Cricket and baseball may look like they're related, but they have completely different histories. Cricket actually originated in England way back around the 16th century. It's the heart and soul of countries like India, England, Pakistan, Australia, and South Africa. It is without a doubt one of the most watched sports on the entire planet. India alone brings in massive global audiences every time there's a major match. Baseball, on the other hand, evolved in North America and quickly became a cultural symbol for the United States. Major League Baseball, the MLB, is one of the oldest professional sports leagues in the world. Baseball is also massive in Japan, South Korea, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Mexico. Here is a fun fact to put it all in perspective. Cricket completely dominates Asia and the Commonwealth countries. Baseball dominates the Americas and East Asia. So while both sports are global, they each rule a different hemisphere. Now, let's talk about where the game actually happens, the field. A cricket field is a huge oval, and right in the center is the most important part, the 22-yard pitch. What's really interesting is that there are no fixed dimensions for the field itself. Each stadium is uniquely shaped. The boundaries can range anywhere from 65 to 90 meters from the center. This massive playing area makes cricket a more open and endurance-based game, where placing the ball into gaps is a key strategy. A baseball field, however, is a very different story. It has that iconic diamond-shaped layout with strictly fixed dimensions. The bases are exactly 90 feet apart, and the whole field is a tight, controlled playing area. This design naturally creates faster, more explosive actions centered around the bases. So the key difference to remember is this. Cricket is played on an expansive field that rewards strategic positioning, while baseball is all about tight, explosive plays happening around the bases. Let's move on to the tools of the trade, the equipment and the balls. In cricket, the batter uses a flat wooden bat, which looks a bit like a paddle. The ball is made of hard leather with a prominent seam stitched around the middle. This seam is crucial, as we'll see later. Players also wear a lot of protective gear, including pads, gloves, and helmets. A really fascinating aspect of cricket is that the ball deteriorates throughout the match. As it gets older and scuffed up, its behavior becomes more unpredictable, adding another layer of strategy. In baseball, the bat is rounded, not flat. The ball has a cork center wrapped in yarn and covered with leather. One of the biggest equipment differences is the glove. In baseball, all fielders wear large leather gloves to catch the ball. This completely changes how the game is played. In cricket, most fielders catch the hard ball with their bare hands, with only the wicketkeeper behind the batter wearing specialized gloves. Now we get to one of the most fundamental differences: bowling versus pitching. In cricket, the bowler delivers the ball with a straight arm, and it almost always bounces on the pitch before it reaches the batter. There are two main types of bowlers: fast bowlers who use sheer pace, and spin bowlers who use wrist and finger action to make the ball spin and change direction after it bounces. Bowlers use the bounce, the spin, and the seam of the ball to deceive the batter. Pitching in baseball is a whole different beast. The pitcher throws the ball overhand directly to the batter at extremely high speeds, often reaching 95 to 105 miles per hour. The ball travels straight through the air without bouncing. Pitchers use different grips to throw curveballs, sliders, and fastballs, all designed to move in the air and trick the batter. They aim for a specific area over home plate called the strike zone and try to get the batter to swing and miss or not swing at a good pitch. So the main contrast is this: cricket bowling uses the bounce off the pitch surface as a weapon, while baseball pitching is all about incredible speed, precision, and movement through the air. This brings us to how the batters handle these different deliveries. Batting in cricket is as much about defense as it is about offense. A batter's primary goal is to protect their wicket, which means survival is key. They can hit the ball in any direction, a full 360 degrees around them. Because of this, timing and placement are just as important as power. A great cricket batter can stay at the crease and bat for hours, patiently accumulating runs. Baseball batting, on the other hand, is purely offensive. It's all about swinging hard and making contact. A baseball batter has a much more limited area to hit the ball into a 90-degree fair zone marked by the foul lines. Any ball hit outside of that is a foul. Precision and power are absolutely essential to get a hit. You could say that in cricket, patience and endurance create success. In baseball, explosive aggression and accuracy define a batter's performance. So, how do teams win? It all comes down to the scoring system, which is wildly different in both sports. In cricket, runs are scored when the two batters run back and forth between the wickets at either end of the pitch. They can also score what are called boundaries. If the ball is hit and rolls to the edge of the field, it's worth 4 runs. If it's hit out of the field on the fly, it's an automatic 6 runs. There's no upper limit to how many runs a team can score. A team keeps batting until 10 of their 11 players are out, which is known as losing 10 wickets. In baseball, a run is scored only when a player successfully circles all 4 bases and returns to home plate. A home run, which is a ball hit out of the park, allows the batter and any players on base to score automatically. An inning ends when the batting team gets 3 outs. A standard game consists of 9 innings for each team. To give you an idea of the scale, a high-scoring cricket match can see a team score over 300 runs. A typical baseball game, however, usually sees both teams combined scoring under 10 runs. The duration of the games also highlights a major difference. Cricket has several formats, each with a different length. The longest is the Test match, which is a strategic battle of endurance that can last up to 5 days. Then there's the One-Day International, or ODI, which lasts about 7 to 8 hours, with each team getting 50 overs to bat. The most popular modern format is T20 cricket, a fast-paced, action-packed game that's over in about 3 hours, with each team getting 20 overs. Baseball, in contrast, is much more standardized. A game is almost always 9 innings long and typically takes around 3 hours to complete, regardless of where it's played in the world. This standardized format makes it very consistent for fans and broadcasters. Finally, let's talk about the cultural impact and the fan experience, because this is where the heart of each sport really lies. For cricket fans, a big match is like a festival. The atmosphere is electric, filled with music, chanting, and incredible passion, especially during events like the Indian Premier League or the Cricket World Cup. It's an emotional and often dramatic experience. Baseball is deeply woven into the fabric of American culture. It's synonymous with summer, ballparks, hot dogs, and traditions like the 7th inning stretch. The fan experience is often more about nostalgia, family, and a more relaxed, communal atmosphere. So while cricket is all about high-octane emotion and drama, baseball is about tradition and nostalgia. So there you have it. Cricket and baseball might appear similar from a distance, but their differences are exactly what make each sport so beautiful and unique. Cricket is a game of strategy, patience, and global flair, with contests that can span from a few hours to several days. Baseball is explosive, fast-paced, and deeply rooted in tradition, with a standardized format that delivers consistent action. Whether you're a fan from Mumbai or New York, these two incredible sports continue to capture the hearts of millions and millions of people worldwide. Which one is better? Well, that's for you to decide. Thanks for watching Sheer Knowledge TV. If you enjoyed this complete breakdown, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which sport you prefer. See you in the next video.